What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP today. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 14th day of February, and here we are sitting at about $1.46. We got about 9 hours and 20 minutes left in this day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it, okay? You're looking like you're moving tit for tat with Bitcoin here. That's fine. XRP, I do assume moves up. I don't assume we'll see higher highs, right? I think that from here, we're in this nice little lower high trajectory. We probably don't break outside of this. I do think that we stand a chance to move back around $2 and probably even just above $2. But, you know, here, this is April, okay? Right here, this is like the heart of April. Right here, this is like the very beginning of March. The highest price that you could get there would be like $2.15, $2.20, maybe $2 there, you know, in that kind of time frame. I think that we will see that happen. I think that March or April will provide prices above $2, but again, I still think that we'll be in this lower high trajectory. What I thought this whole time was a horizontal channel might have actually not been a horizontal channel. It might have been an old regular channel, a kind of wedge. And I mean, it seems more apparent here than it did before, obviously. You look at these lows, you connect the dots. I mean, it's pretty perfect. It's actually pretty perfect, this wedge. Very, very well respected. And again, the limitations of this probably don't get us too far above $2. Okay, so that's what I think is going to happen. The main reason I think that, again, is because you're going tit for tat with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is notably in a bear market. So if Bitcoin's in a bear market, any high from here should be a lower high. If so, fact so, same thing for XRP. That's all I'm trying to say. Looking at this here on the short-term stuff, let's look at the 1 hour time frame and then we'll zoom out, okay? 1 hour time frame looking here. Moving up, nice, that's good. Let's look at you on Binance, where there's a little bit of volume. You look good, I think so. Yeah. The spikes are lower, but if you put this together, I would bet there's more volume here than there was over here. Some of that comes in the form of selling. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. It looks good. It looks good. 1 hour time frame, the RSI, bullish, looks really good. Stochastics look great. MACD looks great. All good things on the 1 hour time frame. You do have that relative kind of double top here, a double top between these 2 points, and then a double top on just this point itself. Maybe that's why you're seeing a little turbulence, but I don't think that it'll last too long. You look really good. 4 hour time frame, RSI, stochastics, MACD, all look good. The MACD actually tells us we're about to break out. Break out of what, C-Zar? I thought we did break out. What was this? I thought we broke out. No, we're probably about to break out of this zone overall and break out higher. Maybe even like this zone overall and move higher. We'll see. I would assume probably this zone will probably move up to about $1.60 to $1.70, somewhere around there, and then consolidate again. I'm like in that $1.60 area specifically. We look at this from a relative high to a relative low. $1.60 right there at the 1272, $1.68 at the 1618, probably somewhere in between there. Yeah, that's likely where we move to. You've come back up to your golden ratio. Find a little turbulence here like we were seeing on the 1 hour time frame and then continue to move up. I bet that's what you do. Yeah. Maybe the weekend's boring, but then next week's exciting. 4 hour time frame, looking at the indicators again. The MACD is about to cross above the zero. That should result in a pop. RSI, stochastics, they're both overbought. So I don't know, man. Either we're going to be boring for the weekend and then we get a nice pop, or we're about to pop right now, like today and tomorrow. That would be interesting. Daily time frame, RSI. I don't mind this bounce off the oversold, and that's a nice look. Stochastics look good here. The MACD also looks good here, crossing green. I don't know. There's some positive things going on, man. This could be a bull trap, but as far as the volume is concerned, I think it looks good. Man, whenever I'm bullish on XRP, it's hard to be bearish on Bitcoin. So here, I was calling for Bitcoin to see a lower low, but if I'm bullish on XRP, maybe I should be bullish on Bitcoin too. I think most people are the opposite, right? They're like, if I'm bearish on Bitcoin, I'm going to be bearish on XRP. But I find that the chart for XRP, for whatever reason, it seems to be less lying, less deceitful. It's more reliable. So I'm going with XRP. I don't know. All that to say, guys, high to low here. I don't think we go lower than this low. I think you're finding support right at your 236, and where we're moving up to overall from here should be around $1.64, $1.60, $1.70, somewhere in that range. Consolidate further and then continue building up to about $1.80, $1.90, where eventually we will find resistance, maybe sometime in March up here or by the end of this month, and then come back down. And if we don't stop there, we're going to $2.05 to $2.20 at the highest. And then we stop there, slowly pulling back down. Maybe we do. Maybe we do stop here at the end of the month and we come back down to about $1.50. And then from there, we go up and then we stop at this area and it's sometime in the middle of March. I could see that happening. That's not a, it's a higher high relatively speaking. It's not a higher high throughout your whole trend. You're still getting a lower high with that, okay? So don't get too excited. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe. We're on a path higher to $2, over $2. I mean, it's really easy, right? All you got to do is buy, wait. If it goes lower, cool, whatever. Buy more or just hold, sit on your hands, and you can snag a solid 36% growth in this bear market. We're in a bear market circumstance with Bitcoin and with XRP. You need to be cash. You need to be thoughtful of your cash dominance and stacking cash. So, like if, just for example, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if I had cash and I wanted to put it into crypto markets and I wasn't certain about everything, I don't know anything as far as like the future goes, and nobody does, and I'm not a sophisticated trader, I would look for a reliable coin that's been here, that's probably in the top 5, like XRP, that move up, move down. Its volatility is not going to be as high as some of these other projects, so that the risk is less. But also, 36% gains. I could take my money. If I have $100, I could turn it into $135 after fees and stuff, maybe $130. And then whenever the price goes lower, I can buy even more XRP than I did here, right? That's the whole thought. You want to stack cash. You want to be cash efficient. I think waiting. Anybody who's looking to get into the markets, waiting another 3 to 6 months is probably going to be beneficial as far as time goes, but at the same time, there's no reason why you couldn't make plays in between. I think that this is a really good 36%. What will probably take like 2 to 6 weeks. It's not bad. Anyways, guys, I've got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hopefully, you got some stuff to think about there. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Ta ta. Bye bye. Yeah, and actually, one last thing. Again, I don't think this is your quote unquote bear market low. The weekly information looks really bad. It's telling me that we've got more to go. We've got more to go. Not immediately. We're probably on the up and up here, but we'll probably have more to go in the month of March or April or May at the very latest. Take care. Bye bye. See you later.